Yes, I think is everything going well. Tomorrow he will be, again on the squad for Sunday. Yes.
So it wasn't as bad as you first thought, and no doubt he's excited to be back with England.
We didn't talk this morning about that because we were talking about us, but about Chelsea. But of course, player when come back from injury, start to feel fit, and then call up for the national team. They are so exciting. For sure, he's exciting, like the rest of the player.
I want to ask you about Cole Palmer. He gave a lovely interview after your game on Monday. He said, I was just hoping to make it into the Manchester City team at the beginning of the season, and now the prospect of being on the Euros is beyond my wildest dreams. He's in the last squad before the Euros. For you, what's been the biggest growth area from him? What's impressed you about him? I think Southgate talked about the really big pressure moments, which is why he included him, but you get to see him day to day.
I saw Gareth and we were talking a few days ago. And yes, I think it's not surprised, but of course that he's showing a great personality and character. I think in the way that he adapts really quick to a new club like Chelsea, and adapt to the demand of this coaching staff, and of course to deal with the pressure to play in a big club like Chelsea. I think that make him special, and then his quality is there. That is why we go for him. I think the most important thing is how he deal with the pressure, and because we have amazing players, but sometimes they struggle, and they need time to deal. Yes, I think was amazing in the way that he adapted to the new club, and then he feel that was like 20 years on this club, play easy, didn't feel the pressure, and perform, in the way that we I don't know if we expect, but of course that he can do because the quality is there.
And the third of them that made this squad yesterday, somebody who's been a part of it since the last World Cup, Conor Gallagher. He's played very well for you all season, hasn't he? And how much can you help him in these last few weeks try and get not just to the squad but force his way into that England midfield?
You asked me about
Conor. Like what can you do? What makes you believe that he can go find his way into what is a very competitive place, but he's had a really good season behind him?
I think he's convincing the manager of England manager, and because his commitment is always 200% in every single appearance, training, and he need to keep performing, and he need with this commitment always, because it's one of his best skills, is the capacity to always be ready to fight, to commit, to help, and then showing his quality. Yes, he need to keep believing and doing, trying to improve in this way. Now the challenge is for him to score more goals, and I think that from the beginning of the season was really tough for him, but now I think it was scoring, and he feel more confident, and I think to grow in this direction is the most important thing for him.
For you on Sunday, once again, one game away from Wembley. We know it's been really tough at times this season. How much would that feel like a success, or do you have to go and win the cup for it to really feel like a success?
I don't know, because, always it's strange here to judge what means to be successful, because it's difficult. Sometimes the expectations are so high, sometimes it's so low, and it depends of the mood of the day. Like in England, sometimes rain, sometimes it's sunny. I think for us to be again to beat Leicester in a private room inside of the dressing room in the training ground will be massive for us. To have another, game, the possibility to play for this young team to play in Wembley again, because in between you and me. Some player didn't sleep the day before the final. And that is only about to, be more experienced and to live all together this type of situation that make us to be better. But of course, for us, is to reach to another semi-final is going to be so good for us, and the possibility to go to after, to challenge to the final and be in Europe through the FA Cup will be massive. But first of all, we need to sink in Leicester, and is doing really, really well in the Championship, and it's a very good team. We know very well the players, and of course the coach is doing fantastic, and of course it's going to be tough to beat them.
Have your paths ever crossed with Maresca?
No.
No. But as a first job in management, when you look at what he's done with that side and the way they play football.
Yes, of course. Fantastic job. He's doing a fantastic job. To congratulate him. And now is the most tougher moment, because the last period is where you need to be solid and confirm all that you were doing. But I think they are doing fantastic.
Thank you. Ruben.
Mauricio, you said the players didn't sleep. Some of them. Some. Before the cup.
Maybe one. Some is maybe,
Some's more than one.
Yeah, but I need to say some. I cannot say one. Some.
Does that experience of playing at Wembley settle those nerves and help them in the future?
Of course, always. We learn through experience, positive, and you learn more from the negative. Because with pain, you learn more. And of course, for sure, in case to go to play to Wembley, for sure now will be different.
I thought Enzo and Caicedo were very good against Newcastle. Do you feel like that pairing is starting to gel a lot more in recent months?
Yes, it's because it's always about time. It's about time to play together, to know each other, to help each other, and then the rest of the team. But of course that they are playing a lot, and now Enzo is suspended for Sunday. He's not going to play. But I think we are happy in the way that the evolution is there. But the problem is, like always in Chelsea, the expectation is from the day one that we need to perform and to win games. But I think, under our opinion, our judgment, they are improving, and we are happy that happened.
He plays a lot of minutes, Enzo Fernandez. Will that suspension on Sunday help him, give him a bit of rest?
Yes, and then it's an international break, and yes, he's going to travel with the national team. And of course, always you want to have your best player, but I think we have players to replace him and to perform in the same way.
And Simon, Athletic.
Hey Ruth, so last week I asked you about financial results, and you said you were going to speak to the club about it.
I didn't speak.
Next question.
No, they're true. I didn't speak.
Yeah, and any reason? Because you said you were going to talk to them.
Yeah, but we didn't have time to. And that is why. See, if the next few days or weeks, we can have more information. But I think the club we will inform better, with more argument than me. But I think we talk about everything, too many things to talk, but we didn't arrive to that problem.
You were at Brighton last.
Yes.
Was that to scout them for next month, or were you looking at?
No, it's not my job to scout. We wanted to go because I seen in 3 weeks, hope no, to play we play Brighton in Brighton. And of course, it was a good opportunity to watch in live football, because we don't have time. We love to watch football on live. And it was a great opportunity because it's only 45 minutes from here, from Coban. And then we decided to go in the last moment. And I think it was good to watch a game, where you are only a spectator and you enjoy the game rather to suffer, when you are on the touchline. But I think it was good. It was good to watch Roma, Brighton also. And yes, it was good, Jesus, no? Was good. Was Jesus there also? Was next to Paul.
And last one, Raheem Sterling was left out the England squad. It's not looking like that he's going to make the European Championships. Have you had a word with him, because that must be quite a blow for him? That
Yeah, but it's difficult to talk because what I going to tell, it's difficult to talk. Only what we can do is to support him and to try to help him to perform here, and then it's not our decision. Of course, he need to perform well and try to convince Gareth, but it's not consolation. What I can tell him that make him happy. Nothing. No, in football it's like this.
Thank you. Last question in this section, Ryan.
Mauricio, you just said that it was hard to judge what success was because it depends on the mood and the weather and everything. But
Yeah, but then I was more. Don't take too seriously what I said. It's more about not to create a drama,
yeah, just wanted to get clarity on that. For the project you have, what will be success? Is it developing and getting players like Palmer, Gusto, Jackson to be performing consistently, or getting this club to win in trophy?
Do you know, it's not interesting for the people, for the, what I think or what means for me successful. If I say one thing is the people for sure go in another direction. The most important is how the owner and the sporting director is going to judge, our job. And that is depend of them. It's not depend of us. If you ask me, I can say to you and explain with all the circumstances and our reality what means success for me, successful, no? Be successful. But I think on them is not important. The most important is what the owner think and the sporting director, how they are going to judge our job, not through the results, also about the process, because we arrive here to, to try to work, helping, in a project that was completely different than in the past in this club, and then, look, we are doing everything to try to be very supportive, to help in all the things that the club is building here in all the areas, to try to add our knowledge, in benefit of the club for the future, for create something different.
Okay, thank you. Cameras off, please.